Hey, my name is Jaleel, and this is the American Original 50s Telecaster. And I'm here to check out some of its key features, see how this thing sounds. So one of the first things I noticed about this guitar is that the pickups sound really great. They're 1952 vintage style pickups, and they sound really warm, but they also cut through. It still has like a nice warm body, which for me, like I really love like vintage sound. I mean, I grew up on a lot of vintage music. I try to capture like the heart and the warmth of the vintage sound that I grew up on and became addicted to music through, but also try to take that and put it in a modern context. And this guitar seems pretty capable of doing that too. Another thing I really love about this guitar is that it has a U-shaped neck, which is great. I really love guitars that have thicker necks because they just fit in my hand better. This also has a more modern 9.5-inch radius, which means it's a little bit flatter, which means that you don't fret out as much when you're like bending notes, which I like to do. So it's like a nice mixture of vintage and modern. It's good vibe. Another really awesome thing about this guitar is the vintage correct hardware and body. It's all ash, and the hardware is all the same hardware they used in the 50s, which is funny because it's actually more functional. Like the tuning pegs are the slotted ones, which it's so much easier to string your guitar this way, I think. Love them. And then the domed volume control knobs. The knobs are great. They have the rounded knobs rather than the flat ones, which is super cool. And then the last thing is the brass barrel saddles, which it's a real subtle difference, brass as opposed to steel, but it really has an effect on the sound, and it looks really cool. It plays great. All these subtle things build up to make this guitar special. Another really cool feature of this guitar is that Fender used the original nitro lacquer finish. It's the same finish they used in the 50s. And so when you see those really beautiful guitars that have the wear of your body and playing on them, you don't get that with polyurethane, but you do get that with nitro lacquer, and that's great. That means it can be a generational heirloom kind of thing. It's awesome. Cool, well thanks for checking out the American Original 50s Telecaster with me, and stay tuned for more videos.